Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Blake, and today I will be talking to you about um, business and the foreign markets and their effect on um, the United States. And I chose to research Germany's foreign market field. I didn't know anything about Germany, their family life, their social customs, their economic institutions, or their class structure, and all of that has an effect on the foreign market and how the United States businesses um, have to think about that when they do business with other countries. United States businesses are expanding into foreign markets with manufacturing plants, sales offices, and branches abroad. Most Americans, however, don't have any knowledge of or experience with people from other cultures, and other cultures are so varied and diverse, and it has a big effect on how you need to handle business. Um, to be prepared for a future career for me in business, um, that might involve participation in the foreign marketplace, I am researching Germany, and um, I'm trying to expand my knowledge of Germany. I researched their social customs, their family life, class structure, and economic institutions. German culture is very reserved. Interaction between strangers is avoided. It isn't normal to see smiling or nodding between strangers when they pass each other on the street. German people are more formal and reserved in public and professional settings, doing business. They just keep it to business. Um, but when you're among close friends and family, German people are lighthearted and cheerful and are just more open with their family and friends than in business settings. Germans only greet each other when they're in a close distance. So if they were to see each other across the room, they wouldn't yell and wave. They would wait till they were close to shake hands. Handshaking is the formal greeting in Germany. Um, in Germany, sometimes they use titles of nobility, and so when you address a person, you should always use their title if that applies. Um, and then you would use their last name, and you only use the first name in Germany once you're really well acquainted with somebody and if they give you permission to do so. Um, Germans are extremely punctual. That is very, very important for their culture, for people to be on time, and it shows a lot for you to be punctual. It is important to show up on time or early to business meetings and social occasions too. In Germany, life is centered around their family. Importance of family has increased over the years. Almost 90% of the German population, the family comes first on their list of personal priorities. The structure of family has changed throughout the years. Traditionally, the man would work to provide for his family, and the woman would be a housewife and mother. But now most women do work. For some, though, this is still the way of life in the lower social classes until the children are older and they can go to school full time. For the majority of German people, though, that's not the way of life. 65% of mothers are employed. Families have also become smaller, the average number of children in German houses, too. So, mothers aren't raising large families, they're mainly just having just a few children and then returning back to work when they can. Um, the German social hierarchy is divided into three classes: the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class. So it's very similar to the United States class structure. And the upper class, they have the most power and control and authority in the society, and these people are extremely wealthy, just like they are here. They're active in politics and have a high status. Um, the middle class is just includes working people of varied occupations. There's architects, lawyers, computer experts, civil servants, artists, teachers, musicians, journalists, just pretty much everything you could think of. There's some power, influence, and control, but it's not as much as the upper class. In Germany, their classes are defined by their annual income, and the middle class are people who have a net income after taxes between 70 and 150% of the median income. And according to a study by a consulting firm in Germany, their medium-sized businesses are doing better this year in 2014 than they have the past 11 years. So the middle class is doing very well in Germany. And the next class would be the lower class, and that is hard if you're in the lower class to be able to move up, because most people in the lower class don't have education, and that's just how their families have always been. So it's hard to move up in the lower class if that's where you are. Germany is the world's third largest import and exporter, and accounts for more than half of the German Union's international trade. The principal products that Germany produces are mechanical engineering products, vehicles, and chemicals. Most of Germany's successful companies and high-profile businesses are family-owned, and that is different than that you see here in the United States. They keep it in the family, and it's unique to Germany. And the other high-profile businesses are owned by foundations. The success of German industry is thanks to the cooperation between unions and employers. German businesses are operated in sectors such as engineering and manufacturing, and the average work week in Germany is 40 hours, and its federal regulation prohibits more than 40 hours a week on average for a 6-month period. And there are contracts that businesses have that affect 80% of the working population to regulate the number of hours they work a week. In conclusion, Germany's culture, social customs, family life, class structure, and economic institutions have some similarities compared to us, but they also have many differences as well that you need to be mindful of when you're doing business with German businesses and people. It is extremely important that you know as much as you can about these aspects of other countries before having business relations in the global marketplace. Thank you.